What is up, everybody? We are back. It is Wednesday, the day after surgery on my elbow and my wrist. I had the ulnar nerve transposition in the elbow, and then in the wrist, they did the release of the Guyon's canal, which is where the ulnar nerve goes through and enters into the hand. So they did both spots to try to alleviate some of the compression that was on that nerve, causing me a lot of the pain and shocking feeling that I would get when I would do certain movements. I'd feel like a shock down my elbow into my hand. So I've been dealing with that for quite some time. I was in physical therapy for a long time, and it got better, but I had gotten a couple other opinions, and their opinions were it can get better, but in order to really resolve this issue, we need to release the compression on the nerve. And the only way to really do that is through surgery. So I went in yesterday, got to the surgery center at 8 a.m. They did surgery at about 9:15. It was a really weird procedure, it felt like to me. When I did my knee surgeries before, everything was like a straight line. I came in, the people told me what was going on, they told me what they were going to do, took me to surgery, and then after surgery I woke up feeling great. This was a little bit different. The lady was trying to get the IV in, and she got it in, and then she says to me, she's like, so does that feel right? Does that feel good? And I'm like, well, I don't really know, you tell me. You're the you're the lady that does this every day. And she says, well, if it's in there wrong, it can be a problem during surgery. So I'm like, well, then yeah, take it out and redo it. And like, you make sure that it's right. Like, why are you asking me? I'm a handyman. I'm not an IV guy or whatever. So that was a little strange and kind of made me like a little bit uneasy. They were just really awkward. They were kind of looking at me to tell them whether they were doing what they were doing correctly. And like I said, I have no idea how to do your job, so you figure that out. So other than that, it went good. They had given me some kind of sedative, so they did a nerve block. You can see the dot there. They did a nerve block. I wasn't really awake for that. They did the nerve block, and then my whole arm yesterday after surgery was like completely numb and like almost like a dead arm. I couldn't move my fingers. Like I couldn't really move my arm at all. It just felt like a weight on the side of my body. So that was kind of good after surgery because I was in absolutely no pain at all. But I felt really sick after surgery. I don't know what kind of anesthesia they used or what they gave me, but it was definitely different from my knee surgery. It was a little bit of an unpleasant experience. So afterward, I really don't remember much until I woke up in my bed hours later that day. So that was a little bit weird. The surgery was a success. The surgeon called my fiance and told her, everything went perfectly. Everything went as planned. So you're all good. Yesterday at about 1 a.m., the nerve block kind of came off, and it came off fast. I was able to feel everything. I felt that thumping, throbbing pain in the elbow and in the wrist. So my fiance, she's amazing. She felt me kind of wrestling around. She's like, hey, what do you need? I'm like, man, I need to take one of these pain pills. She said, okay, got up, got me like a little protein shake, so I had something in my stomach. I took the medicine and I was able to go back to sleep. This morning, I woke up and it was throbbing pretty good. So after breakfast, I took one pain medicine, but I have to say, not quite as bad as the knee pain after knee surgery. I don't know if it's just the part of the body, the blood flow, what it was, but I feel like the knee was a little bit more intensive pain. So everything's good. Today my employee showed up, took the truck, took the trailer. He's off on a job, completing all the projects we had for the day. So that's really good. I'm just kind of hanging out at home, manning the phones, sending any emails, creating estimates if I need to, but I'm kind of going to just give myself some time to recoup As long as we make enough money to pay my employee for the next couple weeks, I'm okay with that. And then we'll get this ball back rolling. But so far, I haven't slowed down much. It's about probably, I'd say about 11 o'clock today, and I have not stopped. I've been on my phone, I've been texting, I've been, trying to set up jobs, trying to subcontract jobs. So everything's going good. I had a talk with my employee today. I said, hey man, like, you're the face of the company right now. I know you're totally capable of doing all of these jobs in terms of craftsmanship, but I just want to make sure that we practice preach. And preach is something that I came up with for my business over the weekend, because I wanted to have kind of like a little bit of a guideline for each job, what we do on each job. And I came up with preach. Preach being P for protection. Protect the work environment first. R is for reach. Can you safely reach the work area? Then E is for enthusiasm. Act like you want to be here. A is for accommodation. Make sure you're accommodating the client's needs. If they want you to do something a little bit different than what you thought, make sure you accommodate. C is for championship mentality. Some things might not go as expected on a job, but we have to keep that championship mentality and not get upset on the job. And then H is for honesty. Make sure you're being honest with your clients. So honest with your clients and honest with your coworkers. So that's kind of what's going on with me. I am taking BPC 157 again. I started that yesterday because I want to promote the healing, kind of maybe this initial healing process to get it going a little bit faster. So I injected that in the lower portion of my bicep, about probably 3 to 5 inches away from where they actually did the surgery. I called my doctor who prescribes this first to make sure that it was okay to use it that quickly after surgery. And he said, absolutely, that's, really what it's used best for, is to promote that healing in the beginning stages after an injury, or in my case, a surgery. So just wanted to jump on here and touch base with you guys, let you know how everything's going. I'm really optimistic. My dog, he barks at everything. I'm really optimistic about the recovery. I feel like with this nerve being placed in a new position in my arm, a nice cush little home for it to live in, I probably will be able to get that nerve to calm down a little bit, which it's been bothering me for years. So I'm really excited about it. I've been a little uneasy, like, am I making the right choice? Is this the right thing to do at this stage of my business? But I'm really just trusting the people in my life that I trust to say, hey man, like, this is the right thing to do. I'm trusting my faith. And I'm just remembering all of the nights that I almost cried myself to sleep in pain over my elbow. So I feel like this was definitely the right thing to do. And now it's just time to recover. So just wanted to jump on here, let you guys know how everything's going. I'll do a video maybe at the end of the week or the beginning of next week to just let you know how the arm is healing, how it's feeling. But so far, so good. Using the minimal amount of pain medicine that I have to, and utilizing a lot of ice. So we'll see how everything goes. Like always, like this video so other people can find it. Leave me a comment of some things that you did after maybe a surgery or procedure to keep yourself really comfortable. And like always, subscribe. We're almost at 300 subscribers. And when we do get to 300, I will take $100 out of my own money and donate it to an organization in my community that does good. So let's get those subscribers. Thanks, y'all.